Greetings, beautiful, beautiful ones. What a lot of energy is pumping upon the earth right now. So, I greet you in this beautiful eve of Halloween, or hallowed eve, where the veil is extremely thin around the world. And every single culture is like doing some recognition of the day, this day. So let us just light some incense and clear the energy. Yeah. Breathe deeply. Breathe in this beautiful energy. Breathe in this golden light. So, oops, I had the wrong light. Oops. Sorry, guys. Let's just light this incense. Let's see who pops in. Creating a sacred space. Keeping the portals open and pure and flow to the stars. As the ancients shine upon us in benevolence and wonder. Thank you so much for this space. So weird, so weird, it is so weird. Oops. It's amazing when I go out, we want to keep the fire burning. Okay, not sure where to begin, but let's begin with Ganesha. So it's always a good place to begin. It's been an interesting day, to say the least, as usual, I'm sure, for everybody. I'm kind of really in and out of different dimensions, which is I'm not sure where the brain is today. Images are really affecting me hugely. So let's just bring in beautiful Ganesha. We will continue with the floating cities, because that's going to be really interesting over the next few days, because I think we just need to breathe for today and recognize the energy of this incredible portal that we're crossing through. So let's just hold reverence and space for that right now. And bring in an invocation from Lord Ganesha to hold the space for us. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. We welcome you in, blessed Ganesha. Beloved Ganesha, guardian of the gates, protector of worlds seen and unseen, we call upon you now at the turning of time. As the veils between realms grow thin, we stand before the threshold of light and shadow. You who hold the key to beginnings and endings, stand as our shield and our guide. O radiant one, with the moon upon your brow, anchor us in your golden wisdom. Let no fear pass this doorway. Let only love and remembrance flow. Steady the trembling of hearts. Calm the restless tides of thought. And make our bodies temples of peace. Lord of the eternal sound, may your laughter dissolve all illusion. May your trunk sweep away obstacles and clear the path to divine clarity. Let your lotus feet rest upon the world, so all creation may feel your weight of grace. O Ganapati, beloved son of Shakti and Shiva, we offer you light, breath, and devotion. Through you, all thresholds become sanctified, all endings become beginnings, and all fear becomes wisdom. Om Shri Ganapati Namaha. Om Shri Ganapati Namaha. Om Gam Ganapati Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May peace be upon the earth. So, oh, bunny, I've got a squeaky dog. So much is playing out in the field right now. So, I will be back. Let me just play with my dog, who is scratching. He did go out. We did go and speak to the trees, and we spoke to the rubbish bin. We did a lot of things. Oh, just please hold the space. Thank you. So that was a very intense session yesterday. I know that most of you are busy making wonderful Halloween preparations and all the excitement. America's amazing. I was so privileged to be in America during Halloween and in Los Angeles. So you have the movie people there, and we had the decorations, the pumpkin carving was just next level. It was truly absolutely wonderful. And obviously we'd go to the rich areas, so we got good sweets. And as you know, like Los Angeles is full of the movie industry, so the decorations there were absolutely breathtaking, and like being in movie sets which people had created. There were obviously all these amazing houses which regularly, every year did something like totally spectacular. So we did go a little bit through what Halloween, that was just really off the top of my head yesterday. Halloween was created as the harvest festival. Obviously it does come from the Celtic originally, which was Samhain, which is also the harvest festival, but it is also the new year, the end of the year and the beginning of the new year. All cultures, and I've even found that India do a Halloween, not a Halloween, they call it something else. So it's just like fascinating that everybody is doing this harvest and remembrance. So I really hugely remind you, in between all these beautiful celebrations and the fun and the dressing up and the scaring of the ghosties and the chocolate and the pumpkin pie, just to take a moment, because it is for many cultures a remembering of the day of those that have passed. Most of the Western culture don't remember too much. They drift strangely, our ancestors, but this is a day where our ancestors will be around. Take a moment just to say a prayer, a thank you, light a candle, and just acknowledge the ancestors in your life, whichever ones they be, because you wouldn't be here without them. Yeah, it was an amazing time. So let's just unpack some of this little bits of like interesting. Grace, my love, I love your Halloween thing. That was so sweet. Oh, I've been dipping and diving, and it's like just for me really interesting all this. And I was trying to do an image, and I will show you the most that it's just remember who you are. So keep like remembering, have to remember what is really just about pouring love. So this was what just jumped up for me. I think I can't remember what I asked. So yeah, these were Halloween things. This and I went, okay, just breathe. I've been kind of all over the world and all over the place and playing hugely with PG. He's playing with lots of water and looking at some of the myths of Hawaii, and yes, of course, they have the water beings as well. Interesting that they are more, no, but we'll go into those another time. I don't want to go into them now. It's like very sweet stuff. But for me, this just like jumped out of nowhere, and I was okay. Just take it easy, because this is what I do. So where I am, oh wow, yeah, huge stuff going on. Sapphire blue realms. It's really where we are. So much is around Sirius. I can hardly string a sentence together today. A thought. I've been all over the place. But like really creating a new me. Everybody's like trying to jump through these portals right now. The earth is really pumping and really extraordinarily busy right now. Oh, you remembered your. We didn't even know. I mean, we didn't even do that. We didn't even know Halloween existed. I started was mainly just when I was in the world of school, because then it was for me was like a beautiful portal, and nobody in South Africa was doing it. Nobody even knew what it was, and we'd just get together with a couple of people. And I remember we made our maid, because it was like this whole black thing, and the kids just loved to dress up because all the kids were reading George's Marvelous Medicine, and yeah, so big into witches and spirit and earth spirits. And that was so cute actually, because we kind of knew what Halloween was about, but we didn't really. You know, some people had been overseas, so they knew, or as I said, it was more from the world of school perspective, that it was a huge turning portal, and one of the biggest. Yeah, and that was in Samhain, which is the end of the year from the Celtic perspective. And I made like white meringues with black mulberries. So it was like, I remember, with cream. It was my first Halloween. Um, and we went around, and those that didn't give us stuff, it was like so like sweet. We just had toilet paper, and we just drape like a couple of bits of toilet paper. And people were like totally fascinated because nobody knew what it was. And I remember some guy like saying, and they were all kids. He said, "But I haven't got any sweets." Some people gave us like money because they had no idea what was going on. And others, some guys said, "I've only got cigarettes. Can I give you cigarettes?" Yeah. And it had kind of, when I came back from America, it had slowly kind of crept in. But then we would then go to like sort of, it was like a mall, but it was around a lake, so it was all these restaurants were around, and they had a whole um, Halloween celebration, because people still weren't really doing Halloween there at all. and the African people, yeah, still never says, yeah. Well, I think especially if you're in the States, yeah. And we really didn't. It was just, we couldn't even get a pumpkin. So I had to get creative. I remember I made a lantern out of a butternut. And then that was really difficult because butternuts are really hard. And then I figured that I could actually make better lanterns out of melons because we had no pumpkins like it. We only had like those big white pumpkins. But and obviously it's not a harvest festival in South Africa because it's a different time of the year. So it's not a Natalie. But or what does happen in South Africa, which is, and that's, they've been doing that. So I'm trying to, I will dig into it deeper and see where it goes. But on that particular night, because obviously they tuned into the ancestors and all that, a lot of the young men will dress up in girls' clothing and they play the marimba. So, and if you kind of ask them, they kind of just laugh at you and they say it's just so that we fool the spirits. And they like really jovial about it. But they would dress like really in dresses, not in traditional clothing. So that I always think was like also quite interesting. It's about tricking the spirits, a lot of it, yeah. Um, and obviously what we also have is the Day of the Dead, which was like that's the Indian thing. So that's kind of now. People kind of prepare for a little while, and that's the Mexican thing, yeah, which is also it's honoring the ancestors. Um, Mexican stuff is really interesting how they incorporated Christianity into Roman Catholicism into the ancient religions. That's really what we're just doing. I'm like over so much of this right now. But this is very interesting. I want to read. It's like a sweet little festival which they do in India. Which I found was, I have to just remember what it was called. I've been doing so much. And the energy here, somebody else was saying she does a lot of like time travel actually, and she was just also saying how difficult Europe is, particularly Europe, that there is almost, and I would call it this, it's so difficult to get through here. But it's like almost like this metal dome over here. So, but I'm just working with pouring love on the planet right now, what I'm supposed to be doing. And PG's playing in the water. Okay, so it's a very sweet little festival. It's not celebrated, it's not big. It might get bigger and it's celebrated in Western and Central India. But it's a festival of the Tesu Puja, and it's been celebrated for a long time. And it's mainly a little children's festival. And the boys have this. He's like a little god. They say that he was actually a boy prince or something, and nobody's quite sure of the actual stuff. But on a little tripod, they put him on sticks like this, and it's actually a festival that goes on for quite a few days. And the kids, he holds, and it's very specific, male and female, boys and girls, and it's the girls stuff. So the boys carry this little warrior, and some tales. Everybody's got their own tale about this one. He's portrayed as a young hero or prince, often brave, radiant, and full of life. He is said to be a warrior who died in battle, a kind of local Bhishmakama figure from the Mahabharata, so he's all in there. Blessed Ganesha wrote that all down. And villagers began to honor him symbolically as the King Tesu, representing youthful valor, Dharma, and the rising sun. During the festival, his figure is made of clay and bamboo sticks and carried by boys through the streets, accompanied by singing. Then there is the Jinichi, who is the princess, and she is the maiden or bride, represented by a beautiful earthen pot, decorated with colors and small holes with a lamp inside. And girls carry her in a procession, singing songs of joy, courtship, and marriage. The glowing lamps inside the pot symbolize the feminine light, purity, devotion, and inner warmth. And the kids go around also collecting like sweets and so it's like and after this the end of this is like it's the wedding, which is the end of the festival, and children enact their marriage through song and ritual. Boys carry the little tesu and girls carry the genji, and they go door to door singing and collecting small gifts for the wedding and sweets. And finally, the tesu, the clay idol, is immersed in water, just as a bride or hero returns to the elements. The union celebrates the balance of masculine and feminine energy, light and earth, heroism and devotion, in a way simple enough for children to play, yet profound enough to echo the cosmic dance of creation. Oh, that was like really, really sweet. I have to dig it out of the Mahabharata and see where it is. But it is like introducing children at a young age to the male, the radiant hero, and obviously the Shakti energy. But yeah, very specifically the boys and the girls. Yeah, he carries that. So it's just like reminding everyone that life itself is a sacred wedding of energies, courage and tenderness, action and light, earth and sky. It's a beautiful living teaching. I mean, I just I love it. Every day is a holiday there, a celebration, pretty much every day. So I just got to dig and find them. And just what we're going into before I forget is actually, I will dig about it and find out more. I didn't know it was actually a big festival, but for the next 11 days is actually the guy was actually saying, oh, truck stop. Oh dear, thank you. Oh, okay. Have an awesome time, Victor. Thanks for flying by at the truck stop. Have an amazing day. We'll see you in Truth Wave. Lots and lots of light. Yeah, and my voice is very soft today. I think. Can you hear me, Grace? I know it's so sweet, eh? Oh, very sweet. I think the whole thing is just so sweet. I hope it becomes a more popular festival. Instead of Halloween taking over in India. We don't want Halloween there. I mean, leave it where it is, yeah? Because they've definitely got their own. So we're moving into 11 days, which I thought was really interesting. 11 days of Makali. Just as a, and that's it. I will dig into it a little deeper because I was unaware of it, and I'm really not into doing Makali or any of these guys right now. I'm just doing part of a tea and just like floating around on my lotus. And I mean this with deepest love and absolute devotion. It's just that I have two like very sacred images which keep coming up in my head that I see. I'm doing a lot of meditation right now, jumping through huge portals and timelines and just keeping those portals safe. So I'm doing a lot of jumping. But just back to floating around on my lotus and just pouring out roses and flowers upon the earth. They're very sacred, the essence of flowers. They're like sacred prayers of purification. And just holding the mother, because just loving the mother. It's just loving the water, loving the mother. Um, kind of sounds so boring, but it's not actually. It's intensely sacred. And lots of beings popping in and out of my space. Beautiful blue beings, beautiful blue lights. So it's where I am right now. I kind of thought I almost always. I think this will be the first time that I haven't decorated my house. Outside today is a holiday in Germany. I told you yesterday I take this so seriously. Um, and I'm also going to do I'm not going to do my Kali for 11 days, but I am going to put myself into some interesting study and work over the next 11 days, because then we come up with 11/11, and then we have 40 days until the next big turning cycle, which is um, winter's night, yeah, whatever that one is, short night, solstice, winter solstice. I wanted to see what they had to say. I just loved also the images, and I loved the skulls and all of that, but never really got, because it was so far away, to do the Day of the Dead. I did kind of dip into it a little bit, and just loved the artwork, and obviously from what's her name, Carl. She did a lot of that, so my brain is very, very, very tired. Okay, so, and we didn't get nice images, but I'm not going to stress about that. I know there was a time in my life where I really wanted to go to South America, to Mexico, to go to that festival. There are some really I've seen some they do some very interesting dark stuff. Well, it's not really dark. We'd see it as dark. They also they really dress up as interesting effigies and things and celebrate. I wonder, is Millie celebrating the Day of the Dead versus Halloween because of her roots? I wonder. And it's also known as the Day of All Faithful Departed. It's actually celebrated over 3 days. So sweet. It's called, I don't know, I'd have to ask Millie what that means. The night would be also, it's the opening, so the 31st, for this is for the Mexicans thing, is the opening of the gateway. Families prepare altars and decorate graves. Yeah, and then the next day they celebrate the Day of Little Angels and remember children and infants who have passed. And then they celebrate the Day de los Muertos, which is the Day of All Faithful Departed, which is adult persons and loved ones. So they just say many communities begin their celebrations in mid-October, and altars often stay up for a week or more. It's a time when families believe the souls of the departed return to enjoy the offerings, love, and laughter of the living, a celebration of continuity between worlds rather than a mourning or a loss. Don't they celebrate that hugely in Arizona? Great. With the Yeah, I know it's crazy, hey? It's pretty, hey? Oh, Robin, hello, happy Halloween, my love. Happy turning portal, happy new year, you know? That's really what it is about. Um, but I'm just like really offering that we actually honor our departed people and just like, yeah, everybody's being booed today. We'll place a photo or a name of our ancestors. I was in such a strange space today. Yeah, this morning there was the strangest sunrise, and the pictures, the colours didn't come out. So it was actually magenta, and I actually went outside to go and have a look. I have a picture of just like a burning bush, but it was like almost eerie, almost unnerving. The colour of the sky it was like magenta, not pink. It's very interesting. Hmm. So yeah, as I say, we need to. I would be interested. I would be interested to know if the local people in Australia celebrate anything at this time, but they're not telling us. They're not telling us very much at all. So the origin, well, a huge part of it was like the Samhain, which was the British from the British Isles Festival, which was a big bonfire festival, and it was also very interesting that everybody like extinguished their flames over this time and then relit it from the sacred new flame. It's like very weird. Hey? Thank you. I've like found it like very a little like a little strange, but it's okay. It is what it is. Hey? So it's kind of just pushes us to just remember how to create the energy within ourselves and to push through. I mean, well, it's like, yeah, I mean, there was always, I think, on this day because so many people are, just celebrating and remembering, um, and the portals are open. You know, it's got nothing to do with whether you celebrate it or not. It's just a thing that is. So it's just great if you actually acknowledge it and work with it a little bit. And as I said, today also, I mean, I know that that's so because we have like serious holiday here. And when Germany has a holiday, it's like serious. Nothing's open. You know, it's a very serious holiday when even the bakeries are closed. So you can't even go out for coffee or get bread, fresh bread. And next month, they celebrate the whole month is the month of remembrance. So nothing is open. And it's like a ghost town. And even Berlin, hey. I mean I've been to Berlin like a few times. And even Berlin on the holidays or some of this, I mean it might be different now, but I don't think so. Some of the malls, I mean, some of the stores are open but only in the afternoon. But not all. Yeah. And that's like a really big thing. But all over Germany they really do their Sunday rest, their Ruhetag, their rest day. So tomorrow is also a holiday because yeah, the 2 days. Um, so in the Celtic lands, they always light a bonfire. The fire becomes the altar, and in Celtic lands, so but they all, all of them, they carry the message of our beloved dead are not gone. They visit when the veil grows thin. The fire becomes the altar. In Celtic lands, the Samhain fire symbolizes the sun reborn, the light of the ancestors that would return with spring. In Mexico, that flame became the candlelight of the ofrenda, each candle guiding a soul home through the marigold scented path. Mm. So, as I said, I'm a little all over the place. And I'm feeling like it's so wet, like I'm going to cry, feeling like very weepy, like kind of sad and full of love at the same time. It's like such an interesting feeling. So, so that's about all I got for today. I got to tell you, I'm just I've got lots here on Halloween, but I think it's more for me is really just playing with the water and then playing with the energy of the sky. I find it so interesting at the moment. You know, I'm really doing the water and PJ's out there in the sky. So the roles are kind of reversed at the moment. He's doing a lot of water stuff. Very beautiful, very wild. The coast there really is. And it did some beautiful things on the beach. Drew beautiful things in the sand. Grace, you're going to the beautiful sea. You're staying there. Well, more now, yeah. No. Yeah, they celebrate it, but they celebrate the Halloween. And here, this is interesting. I haven't heard that. But there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. Only the grumpy lady downstairs who filled up the bench with flowers and a pumpkin so that I couldn't sit on it. It's like, oh, neighbors. I think everybody adds their own little bit. So they usually do fireworks where they allow fireworks. We're not allowed fireworks are forbidden except at the specific times of the year. And they have them in categories. So you're only allowed a certain category of firework that the children can use at this time, which I think is good. It's like kind of chasing the energies away, the negative energies. But yeah, I think just like if we can just remember that it is actually this portal and to remember our sweet ones. I mean, did you do, Grace? You said, yeah, okay. All right, yeah. My father too, yeah. I always kind of giggled and joked. He loved here in Germany. It's the beginning of Mardi Gras, but what do they call it? I can't remember right now. I'm so tired. But it's 11. They've done it for like centuries. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Everything happens. Carnival. It's the beginning of Carnival, and they actually so it happens more in Cologne. My father loved it. And that's when you have those weird, like, oogly googly things, the big masks. And it starts at 11 minutes, 11 seconds past 11 on the 11th, and then they blow a trumpet. And they do it up here, but it's not so big up here. But then it's so interesting because they party, festive, it goes on until basically Rosenmontag, which is then it's like culminates. It's a huge big dress up thing. Everybody dresses up in school. But Rosenmontag is the day before Shrove Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Step by step. Who's it? It's very important. Yeah. I was thinking of the little elephants. Robin, step by step on a piece of string. All of a sudden, the piece of string broke, and down came all the little elephant folk. But Josti, I don't know. Turning slowly. I don't know. step by step. But Samhain is like really, and obviously that was all tried to be like blocked out. And there's like just such a remembrance of it, but I just sometimes get a little sad and frustrated. I always do like a thing for my father. I have like a very small kind of family. Don't have very. I mean, I have dead people. I have like some sad things in my life. Um, but yeah, yeah. When my father died, yeah, my father died on the 10th of November. So I kind of giggled, and I said, yeah, he didn't do the 11th because he needed a day to prepare for Carnival, because it was his favorite thing. He often spoke about Carnival. So yeah, everybody's well, the stars, hugely. Most of the cultures are doing this serious stuff. The blue beings are huge and awake and alive, doing the water, just doing the sweetness of the earth, bringing in the mother, however we want to bring her in, um, and just doing lots of beautiful meditations. But they do carnival in February, and they all dress up in classical attire. In time of mask. Oh, right. That's of course they did do that mask thing. Okay. And then when do they have Mardi Gras down south? I'm just kind of like over all of these festivals. I've worked so hard at them my whole life. No, not my whole life. We did Christmas and we did Easter. Um, I think that's what we did. Yeah. But not as a religious thing. I think once we went to church. Um, I think that was when my parents were divorced and my father obviously felt that he should take us to church. Uh, they do a lot in France as well, and each village have their like little thing. I mean, I think it's not really lost. It just needs to be like rekindled. Um, I must have a look. I've kind of seen, but I must have a look more at that Venice festival. Hmm. I'm just trying to think if it was now. No, I wasn't in France at this time. I don't know what they're doing. They must be doing something as well. It must also be some kind of remembrance. But then there's always that little touch of especially in the south of France, there's always that little touch of the old world stuff that comes in. Hmm. So, are you celebrating? I'm sorry, I'm not really. Don't want to go into all the floating cities because they're amazing, but I just feeling a little tired of that. I just want to be here because that's really there and like my beautiful Sheila. I mean, this is all just extraordinary, and these floating cities are just all over. I've obviously been diving deeply into this again, um, just holding the energies between Pucci and I, and he's doing it, and I'm doing it, and Grace is doing it, and everybody's doing their thing, and that's just like really so important. I get a little serious, but I think it's not looked at everything with big eyes. I'm doing lots of meditation, working on the energy of the awakening, the energy, the light, emphasis working on the light body, which is just what's really important right now. Um, I feel very sad in a way that I can't celebrate festivals because I liked them. I did like them, working with the rainbow body, um, with the music of the stars, and of course, always just that beloved Shiva is just so huge for me right now, on so many levels. I mean, he holds everything. There's, as I keep saying that whenever I need to find something or just get some grounding, I will find it in the Indian texts. I like them. I like them like interpreted by Indian people, um, and because pretty much everything is there, and just take them as they are. So, not quite sure where I am. Anybody know where I am right now? That's where I am, and that's where I am. That's just where I want to be right now. It just feels safe for me. Are you also in a weird space, Grace? It's like weird. It's like I was just saying to PG earlier on. I mean, this emotion that I'm having. This is like it's a completely new emotion. Of it's not. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we're very sensitive, and your work is so beautiful, Grace. And I'm so grateful for you for holding and tuning into so much of that stuff. Mm. It's actually just like so perfect that you're holding it. Okay, but I'm not ready for him. Yeah, I'll let you know. And as I said, it doesn't matter, Ganesha is like, for me, it's like deep into the essence. It's not Ganesha, it's for me, the least is that he's going to give me money and that the protection is what he stands for. For me, it was always just been the protection of the temples. And then obviously the awakening of the Kundalini. I like don't do this stuff that people do. So I just create him. I know that I'm very weird. And maybe he doesn't like him. It's like, yeah, it's the energy of what it is and what he holds. And that's what's important. And for me, that's what I just try to put out, that he's holding that stuff and he's there. And if you, like, yeah, whether you work with Ganesha or you just work with um, sanctifying the space for new beginnings, yeah, you don't have to work with Ganesha. And, lighting a candle, praying over your work, just setting the stage for whatever you're doing. Yeah, can't concentrate. Yeah, it's an. I mean, I was like a like wanting crazy little firework today. Like this Catherine wheel. I don't like to use that word because it comes from a horrible space. Oh God, yes, it was such and I think that's just overwhelming for me. Is how nasty the Europeans were, and it's such a slipping small country. But I just feel I have to just keep putting this through, because somehow the Germans are going to get it, and they're going to get it in a big bucket load, and that's where I'm really so grateful right now to AI. I'm also like I have my huge reservation about it. Um, I know that when I did a past thing to Atlantis, and everybody was like, "Oh, Atlantis!" They had these wonderful visions and stories, and there was this big dragon being. I don't know if it was a dragon or a bird or whatever it was, and I was with a little dark man, a little dark person. He wasn't like black, but he was like dark skinned, black, but maybe he was Indian. And we were riding on this bird, and I was just my whole being just like yeah, like went into itself. Because right now, I mean, maybe it's a sweeter way to say it. I think that we're on such a razor edge right now. And most people, even the so-called awakened, don't realize what it's that we're on this razor edge. But then it's like, I mean, yeah, it's not, it's, my path is definitely not the path for many. And that's why I got my path. And it comes with an extreme amount of pain. I don't like dwell on it. The only what time things I dwell on are the things that happened in the last 5 years. The other stuff's like enough to like give anybody grey hairs, but no, I just okay, so we just keep like carrying on. But yeah. Oh, why did somebody put it? Oh, it was so sweet. I kind of liked it. She said at the moment, I think Grace will understand, it's like a bar fight in the astral. I mean, even though that stuff's been over the last couple of years, it's really been weeded out and been sealed up. But you've got to keep sealing it up, I think. I'm sorry if I'm so heavy today. I'm really trying not to be. I can't concentrate. I can't but I haven't been able to concentrate for it's very complicated, my brain space. Yeah. Very overload. And I don't even want to get the Hawaiian stuff is very sweet, but I don't really want to go into any of that. Oh, Grace, are you laughing or crying? I don't even know what I just said. And I can't see. Oh, let's draw a card. I did want to draw a card. I was trying to read. I did actually draw a card for today. I had such a beautiful vision yesterday. I mustn't forget that one, so I'm looking at my paper again. Navigating the new me. Very interesting. That's what I'm doing. I think many of us, if we tune in, even if we're not, and it's just too much stuff right now. Yes. Stop it. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I got 3 cards. Do you think that we should read them all? Ah, I think we need them all. These are orb cards. Orbs. So the first one here are the 4 angels of love protecting gnomes in the rock. And they vibrate to the number 22. Okay, I could stop there. That's enough. 22. If the Casey was a 22, it's not an easy number to work with, but it's a big master number. And it comes down to a 4, so you're creating big foundations. And I just want to go and play in the forest. I just would love to just go and sit in the forest and just meditate. And that's what I want to do. And I hope I can do it tomorrow. I could hardly be outside today. The energy was too intense. This one we've had the angel of love and spirits, which is number 21. So it's the angel of polemic. I don't know who these angels are, Gabriel and Uriel, with an angel of love and spirits. So it's the elementals, since I'm working hugely with that, and they're not kind of what you think they are. Oh gosh, it's interesting here. We're all doing some kind of housework at the moment. It's so great. I mean, it's like if you want to get really grounded, just so get down and do something in the house. Is Robin still here? How are you doing, Robin? Are you also? Ah, yeah, Shiva keeps appearing to me, which is Just really beautiful. And the other one is Archangel Michael, which is this incredible blue white light. I've had him appear too. Yeah, that was my first thing. No, it was amazing. He sealed up my home. And it's number 6. But I like the earth for me, the earth angels of love, protecting gnomes in the rock. Let's see if I can read. I'm finding it's very difficult for me to read last while to read the print. Print is normal, but my eyes are black. No, I have holes and I don't really see very well. But we get by. 4 angels of love, protecting gnomes in the rock. This orb is giving you love to enable you to work. Aww, all of us, guys. This is so pretty. It's giving us love and to enable us to work with the elementals. I don't know how you feel this, but I'm just I just put this. I found this was so interesting because it came out of nowhere. It was like I was asking for something complete. I don't even remember what I was asking for. It's like, but something completely different. And then this just oops, flash. And my computer is like, I think everybody's computer is flashing around at the moment. Beep, beep, flash, this. So I'm just holding on to this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful image. I love the little mouse, the mouse bunny all dressed up with little Ganesha at the bottom. She's like so beautiful, and it was just like, just go and do the poverty stuff, yeah, you know. The next really you can go and become Durga and create Durga and create all those. But right now it's just being very simple, eating, cleaning, and that just, yeah, I want to just be in nature. So I was reading this stuff, the gnomes in the block. Your guidance is to recognize that elementals are everywhere, and it is time to assist them in their task of helping nature to evolve. Recognize the elements, the elemental kingdom, connect with it, and send the elemental beings a stream of love and joy. Remember to thank them for the work that they do. I hope that made sense for us. I just want to be with the elementals. I just want to be with the elementals. I just want to be with the forest. I just want to be with the forest fairies. And lots of things are popping in and out of the forest right now. Beautiful. I'm going to leave us. I'm going to go and do a meditation. I'm feeling very strongly. I want to go and do a meditation on blue, the blue beings they're calling me, from the blue orbs, wherever they're from. I'm not sure whether they're from Sirius or other healing beings, but they really like around here. And they popped in yesterday, which was like just full of these sparkling little things. And I really am not doing this up-down stuff. I want balance for myself. I don't want to do this down stuff. So it's really like working with huge affirmations and standing in my sovereignty. And it takes a lot of like stuff right now, as we all know. And just to walk through these portals, because we've got a lot of like resistance as well. There's a lot of ease and beauty, and it's just walking through. But I think for some of us, we're really having to carry that came up we're having to carry a lot of people through and pushing and pulling a lot of people through as well. Yeah, I wish. Thank you. I know that I can hear you, Grace. I would love that. I don't even want to put my head in that space. But it is essentially something in my head space. But it's got nothing to do with, I mean, it's not with Hawaii. No. But yeah. We need the ocean and the ions and that energy, that thing. I mean, I'm just kind of underlying all of this. I'm like in absolute like wonder that the trees are fighting back. I think the fish in the oceans are going to be fighting back. Um, I don't like to use that word, but fighting is the word. Yeah. So many things are being discovered, and it's like it is. It's wonderful that AI, because it's just such a flood of knowledge. Um, so it's very difficult to ignore for the people that are out there. I'm so glad that I know a little bit, so some of this is not too wobbly for us. But I suppose that's why we're here. Yeah. So go and trick or treat, Blessed Grace. I love you. I really hope that we manage to get a time to do a Zoom. We're leaving on Tuesday. I really, 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 really. So just let me know if you've got time. What's tomorrow, Saturday? I'm not sure if I'll do a live tomorrow. If you want to come on live with me, you can. I would love that if it will work. I'd love you to like talk about your beautiful work that you're doing and the energy behind it, because you've got beautiful energy behind it and you're extremely in tune with what's going on and you're creating fabulous stuff. So that would be awesome if you would. But if you don't, that's also fine. But I would like to connect with the Zoom in between steaming your flus and thinking of the ocean. Oh. The ocean, German Ocean is worried. Yeah, please. So just, yeah, remember you're going on Tuesday. So I don't know if I'm going to do a live tomorrow and Sunday. I think I will definitely do it. Sunday, definitely not. So I can have that space to do a Zoom. Yeah. I'm going to miss you. And that's like also, almost like standing here alone. I'm not tired of being alone. So happy. Oh, what a just a big girl. I mean, I am. I've always been alone, but like not alone, if you know what I mean. Anyway. Okay, so, oh, beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. So, Sunday. Sunday sounds like a good day. But we'll connect. We'll like message and connect and then do a. So I'm going to have a little snack to eat, some magical tea. And I'm feeling like I want to like curl into a little ball and cuddle something right now and just listen to a sweet meditation or something. But I will do a meditation. Lots of that purple meditation going on as well. Love you so much, everybody. Please be just walk through these beautiful portals. Call on Ganesha, call on your angels, call on the Christ consciousness, call on the Buddha Christ mind, call on your Christ, call on the Holy Mother, call on the nature spirits, and just love the air you breathe. So love, 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 love. I know. Aww. Yes. Thank you. And I know you're going to. I know. Yeah. Thank you. I do desperately want to be there. I want to be with the people because they're like, oh, guess who popped in? I think am I not allowed to one? People just popped in. I don't know. Really odd. don't know. Let's see if he popped in. Oh, he's just woken up. So it's good morning. So it's trick or treat. Wait, that's not it. So, okay. I'm very happy to have PG awake. So that's not going to be sleep time for me yet. I'm going to go and play a little bit with PG. I love you, I love you, I love you. And yeah, I've got like a big star in my pocket from PG. So I love you so much, and it'll be so exciting to see what you're creating. So, love you, beautiful Grace. Take good care of yourself. Clean your floors with a plonk. Enjoy. I'm going to go and look at the mask things. And yeah, so just give yourself grace, because there's just so much energy happening, and it's not just Halloween. So love, 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 love. Thank you, and we will speak. We'll zoom soon. I think Sunday will be good. Okay, my loves. Bye.